Thanks for tuning in. It's Thursday night, y'all. Thursday night, livest night of the week for y'all. Everybody, welcome to IntellectualRadio.com. My name is Deion Washington. I am your co-host. Miss Christine Wilson Pugh will be joining us shortly. I'm pretty sure she's somewhere zooming through traffic trying to get here. So y'all just got me. And this is what it's going to be, hopefully, for a minute. But if not, then we're going to make our way through this. Welcome again to IntellectualRadio.com. Thursday night, the livest night on the radio. And thank you for joining us, whoever is tuned in at this point. Here she is now looking like the world's shortest snowman coming in the door, Christine, my girl, the host of the show. And I just want to kick it off a little bit. It's just me and you, Shorty.
No, are you online already?
Yeah, you just started. We just started. Welcome again one more time. I wanted to start off with this last week. All right, Nicole, appreciate it, honey. Tell your husband I said hello. Last Tuesday, I turned 50, y'all. I'm still in shock. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel 50, and that's a good thing, I guess. And I don't know, for everybody that's 50, what did y'all do, man? I mean, it was also my 20th wedding anniversary, so my wife and I celebrated toward the end of the week, and we had a good time, just mellowed out, just relaxed, a little staycation like we did a few years back, and we had a good time. But this being 50 thing is something I never imagined. I never saw it coming. Even 5 years ago, I couldn't see 50 years old, but I'm here, and thank God that I made it. That's the main thing. I'm glad to be in relatively good health, and I'm still in a little bit of shock, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. So with all of that being said, it's on to the page. It's on to the next stage, whatever that may bring. I'm looking forward to see what 50 does for me. I see a few of my friends out there who have made the club before me, still live and kicking, still doing that thing, still doing whatever it is that they were doing 2 years ago, 10 years ago. And that's what's up. That's what I want to be like. And again, with that being said, a week from tomorrow, I will be undergoing my very first surgery to repair my shoulder. So I'm a little bit anxious about that, to be honest, y'all. This is all new territory for me. So all prayers are much appreciated and much needed, because I need to kind of calm this anxiety that I'm going through. It's not so much the surgery, to be honest. It's the recovery, because I have a 6-month recovery time. So that's really what I'm worried about, is how, that's going to go and things like that. Kristen put me to work, even though she's the one late. She's going to be the one in here.
Y'all started early. It was 7:01 when I walked in here.
That's not late?
No.
What time the show start?
At 7.
Oh, okay.
We normally prepping at that time.
No. Anyway, so like I said, I'm kind of anxious about going on in the surgery next week, but hey, it is what it is. It's necessary, so this has got to be done. And with that being said, y'all, we welcome in the host of the show, Miss Christine Wilson Pugh. Welcome.
What's up?
Not a whole lot.
One of these days you're going to get my name correct.
What is it?
My name is always and will always be Christina.
I forgot the A, man. Hey, look, man. How many black folks named Christina, man? I mean, really, you know what I mean? That's that. So I just went with the black way. My fault. So
just do things to irritate me.
Yes, that too. I do.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna hide that. I mean, I hope you didn't think I was gonna get bashful or something behind that, but
absolutely not. Hey, Stevie Griffin and Nicole Tillman Lynch, and hey, Elisa Span. Happy Thursday to everybody. They got me all starting without me and stuff. Make a change, please. Got me starting. I don't like the mic all in my mouth. Dang, girl.
She lied.
Oh, did my producer just shade me?
I didn't hear what he said.
I heard him. I don't like that picture. I can already tell.
Thank God she didn't hear what I said.
I don't need to hear what you said. But yeah, Thursday, best night of your life, because I'm here. Been riding solo. Y'all know I've been kind of busy. Life is life. And, it is wonderful to be in the land of the living. And yes, Hey, Crystal. Hey, Gil.
Well, it's good to see you, man. It's
You
been a
know?
while. We haven't been on the air. I was just telling Earl, it's been about a month,
Yeah,
man.
it's been about a
So
month. I had
yeah.
a couple of medical things that I was going
Oh, okay.
through, and
Okay.
um, still going through them. I'll find out some information on Monday when I
Okay.
go to the doctor. So
Okay.
keep me in your prayers, everyone. And
Definitely.
it's just been taking a lot out of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you try to be strong. You try to be cautious of everything, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still young to the point of is some of the stuff that's going on. So I I don't I'm not a what do you say a heavy eater,
Mm-hmm.
but I eat.
Mm-hmm.
And my doctor's like, you don't eat enough food. I'm like, tell me I don't eat
How
enough
does that
food.
work? Right.
How does that work? But I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that sometimes as you get older, your body just changes. And this body has been in car accidents. This
Mm.
body has torn out an ACL and a meniscus. This ankle on my right leg has been
Slipped off
broken.
ladders and everything. Yeah,
That ankle has been broken like 3
yeah.
times. So my body has been through a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
As I'm very athletic. I like to
Mm-hmm.
play sports and stuff, and over the years, things happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Definitely. I mean,
so you just got to keep it a positive outlook on it, and you just got to keep it moving
and I
because
understand.
that's what I do.
Yeah. Well,
know.
you have to, because I mean, your mindset, I think, helps. You get through whatever it is you get through. I mean, because a lot of people, when they get down about something,
Yeah.
they stay down and they don't see. They get all gloom and
Yeah, I
doom.
mean, I just keep it moving. A couple of weeks ago, I kept getting these little real awful headaches, and so when I went to the doctor, they sent me in for a MRI,
Mm-hmm.
and it said that I had stroke activity.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was and actually on both sides. How sometimes you get it
On
stroke
one
on one
side,
side.
yeah,
I
yeah.
had stroke activity on both sides of my
Jeez.
brain, and I was driving, and my vision doubled on me. Everything that was coming forward, the trucks, the stop signs, everything was doubled. Everything was just
Wow.
completely doubled. I pulled over to the side because my daughter was in the car with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I pulled over for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I just laid back with my head back, and because I'm like, okay, my son is out of town, the husband is out of town.
Right.
Let me just relax and lay back. And I laid back in my seat about 10-15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, it was still a little blurry, but not double vision.
Right. Right.
So with that being said, so I went to the doctor, and I've had so many tests.
Yeah.
So then I went to a neurologist
Mm-hmm.
and had more tests done last week.
Okay.
Day after Thanksgiving, I had to go 6:30 in the morning, and then next Saturday I went for some MRI with the ink stuff in, and then the next day the same thing, but with a CAT scan with the ink in.
Wow.
And so they was like, it may be blockages up here and somewhere in my neck that have something to do with the brain.
Okay.
So I go back for those results on
Monday. You said.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, I didn't know you
Hey,
were going through so much,
Nikki.
man.
Hey, Mona. Hey, Benny. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough ride. I want to say it's all been going on for about a month, maybe 6 weeks now.
Okay.
So it's like I notice when I get upset, my chest starts to get real tight.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I'm just like, people don't know. I will take them out if they keep messing with me. Like stop it. So I'm trying not to be stressed and have a positive outlook because you just never know. And you just got to keep it moving. And then I have a lot of pressures. Honestly, I do, because with my husband, and he has to have his surgery over again, and so it's a lot.
Yeah. And
I
mean, you trying to be,
and I got to keep it moving.
Yeah. You try to be,
Hey,
superwoman,
Leslie.
and
Hey,
you try,
Mona.
keep it moving for everybody. But I mean, you still human. You know
I'm
what I'm
still
saying?
human,
no matter what your mindset is, you still human, and we all have our, limits.
Yeah, my
for
body
what we
is
can do.
my body's saying, Chris, you need to rest.
Yeah.
You need to sit back, chill out, and rest. And so that's what it's telling me.
Yeah, you better.
Especially when you get something on both sides of your brain,
Man,
which
absolutely.
is unusual. So
especially with this stroke stuff going on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been hearing an awful lot about those kind of things going on, and it's not something to play with, So you got to take care of yourself. I mean,
definitely.
so because if you're not well, then how you gonna take care of anybody else?
Exactly. Exactly. So people, you got to go to the doctor. You got to get a checkup. I get a checkup every year.
Mm-hmm.
I get the works done every single year.
Right.
And you have to.
Yeah.
women have to go and get the mammograms. They have to do these things.
Definitely.
And you just never know. It's too many people that are fighting breast cancer and they by the time they go to the doctor, because we as women, we tend to be strong. We're not like the men, because men, it'll take forever for them to go to the doctor, but women, it'll take us, and I hem haul around, but I know when my yearly appointment is, and so I'm just like, hey, I got an appointment in September, I'm just gonna wait, but if it's something that I feel like it's very detrimental, then I will honestly go.
Definitely.
But when you think of health wise, like you got to have shoulder surgery. I've already done that. You know what I'm saying? And the Lee, because when I got hit back in, what was that, 2000? When I get hit 2007, that whole left side of me, I was off work for over a year and a half to recover. Right. With the shoulder, the broken wrist, the broken leg, the 4 cracked ribs. And I'm like, I'm out of it.
Right.
So it's amazing how when you just got to do what you got to do, and women need to be as cautious as men when it comes to their health.
Most definitely.
And all that. Hey, Tommy.
And
hey,
even
T.
more so, I think, what I'm saying,
hey,
for
Mike.
a woman, because, y'all have, it seems like a lot more internally going on, what I'm saying, at different times. So, and look at it, y'all. I mean, she's been through an awful lot, to be honest, man, and she has come through. And that's just, just to show you the regenerative powers of the Wolverine, you know what I'm saying? So, hey,
what
Marvel, man, I'm telling you, X-Men are real, man. Look to my right, y'all. Look to my right.
Not
that's
the Wolverine. But know what I'm saying? It just takes a lot. Body wise, and people don't get that. It does when you're consistently trying and you're trying to do for other people and help other people, and so it's just, you do have to honestly just really listen to your body
and take time, man. You got to take the time
to heal
with
and
it.
Don't rush to heal.
And that's the main thing that I was, I've been told about the recovery. Don't rush anything. And even my doctor's like, man, it's gonna hurt, man. It's it's gonna be hurting. You're gonna feel like giving up. And even with that being the case, I know they were just being honest, but I still can't rush it. You know what I'm saying?
You can't rush it. You honestly can't. But hey, Ed. So. What's the topic? Are we getting on the topic? I would have worn my Morgan Park stuff, and I looked at it like, should I wear my Morgan Park gear?
When I was putting my shirt on, I was like, she ain't gonna have on nothing. For what?
Because you know me. I be moving too much.
Here's the thing, though. We've been going through this for like 2 years now. 2 years at least.
God,
and it was like every time we said we were going to do a show, we were going to represent Morgan Park.
But I'm an Eastern Star, so I got to rep my Eastern Star stuff also. And today I'm representing my Levi's. I'm wearing, matching.
So with that being said, when I pulled my shirt off the hanger,
you should have texted me, hey, Chris, throw your Morgan Park jersey on. And I looked at my Morgan Park jerseys too, because I'm like, man, I didn't realize I had like 5 jerseys. I'm looking at my jerseys and I'm like, oh, should I put on my jersey? And then I looked on my wall and I saw my Morgan Park hat, and I'm like, well, Dion ain't say nothing. And that's exactly what I said.
Well, the last few times we've done a show, we haven't worn anything, you know what I'm saying? So I figured it was about that time to, pull it out.
But I do want to give a couple of prayers out to Alfreda Bass.
Yeah, definitely. Free.
My baby sis, Jackie Robinson, keep her in your prayers.
Most definitely.
Shalonda Parker, keep her in your prayers. Yeah. And who else?
It's a few more. It was
someone else that gosh.
I saw Jocelyn Dorsey. She just posted that since she was struggling with her therapy session number 5.
Her chemo treatment.
So
Jocelyn Dorsey, keep her in your prayers.
Yeah.
And they all got different ailments. And Alfreda, she's going through chemo. Joyce is going through chemo.
Roylette Dalton, I just saw her father was diagnosed with cancer, and he's about to have surgery. So
we just need to all just keep everybody lifted up in prayer.
Yeah,
this is. And it's really our age group that's leaving this. Yeah. Our age group, we're not making it to 55 and 60 years old. Our age group has been taking a
big hit, man. A big hit,
Ed, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out, Ed. I know one that's lying. I bet you I could tell you who it is too, but we're not gonna do all of that. That's not fair. Hey, Gabriel. Oh, I'm still hanging in here. Gabriel. How's Atlanta treating you? But yeah, we're gonna So, we always have our little moments,
Mm-hmm,
our
mm-hmm.
moments,
Yeah.
our moments, And I always tell you guys, if you guys got anything that you want me to talk about, us to talk about, we're real discreet. We don't give names. And we just talk about the situation. But let me give you an update of the couple back with the left the wife and all that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
last thingy.
Wow, yeah.
Well, he's actually filed for divorce.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey.
He's actually filed for divorce, and who would have thunk?
Well,
and moved in with her.
Dig that.
And I'm like, you let them move, huh? They let them move. They moved in, and he was like, Chris, she let him move in. They literally moved in together. He left his wife, and never remember they weren't married that long. Remember, this was the friend that slept with her friends, her best friend's husband, and all that. And mind you, they just got married in April.
I was about to say, ain't that kind of fast?
Yes.
That's what I'm
Hey, Walter.
Kind of puzzled about, like, geez, man.
So he left his wife of a couple of months for her friend, and now they're living together.
We should look for them on Jerry Springer, I guess, coming up soon.
Probably Maury.
Yeah, well, yeah. Maury's a little more organized, I guess.
Yeah, so, we'll look for him on Maury.
Yeah, well,
So yeah,
the best, man. I guess I don't know.
Hey, cousin Makita. Oh, did I hear congratulations was in order? Everybody say congratulations to cousin Makita. She has tied the knot.
Oh, hey, congratulations!
Tied the knot.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, she has tied the knot. Congratulations. Hello, my niece Tiffany Wilson. How are you, my love? So yeah, it's just he moved in.
Dig that.
He moved in. He left his wife that he just got married. They spent all that money on that wedding.
Man.
And he left his wife for her friend. And I think they spent well over $150,000 on the wedding. Yeah, I'm gonna be outside his house with
man.
I'm gonna be slicing, dicing up some car wheels. I'm gonna
I
put some sugar in the tank
for about 12 years at least, man. Just
I'm gonna put some sugar in the tank. I'm gonna do all type of stuff. Y'all gonna be miserable.
Just shoot the engine, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't play around. Just blow a hole right in the engine. Hey, look, now you gonna drive this. You gonna get a whole new block. How about that?
Give me one of those mechanic things they roll in the car and cut the brake lines. I'm just gonna tell you.
Man, oh man.
Look, I'm on the phone. Hey y'all, where the brake lines?
Right. Which one is it? Which one
is the brake line?
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna tell you which one it is because I don't want this to be an issue down the line. No, I know where it is, but I'm not gonna say nothing because ain't nobody gonna be like Dion said.
Dion told Chris where the brake line was at.
Not me. I'm not gonna do it. So
he keep forgetting they YouTube everything nowadays.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna have my little phone under the car with the YouTube video
with the flashlight on the
brake lines on the Hummer.
Oh my God. No, we don't want to do that. We're not promoting violence. You know what I'm saying? We're not promoting nobody getting hurt. At least I'm not.
Never promote violence on this show. Never.
Yeah.
But again, if you guys have a topic, you guys can always inbox me. Discretion is very important. So of course we will not say any names. Even when I get mad at you, I won't say your name. Just to let you know, I am a professional at this and I keep it real. A lot of people, my honesty is a little bit aggressive. Some people can't take it. But if you ask me, I'm going to give you my thoughts. My co-host Dion is going to give you his thoughts. Chris, who's not here tonight, will definitely give you his thoughts. So, and Tasha will definitely give you her thoughts. On another note, this is the winter months. If you don't have a key fob, if you got that button in your car that goes start your car and you take your key fob back in your house, lock your doors. Please lock your doors. My cousin did that yesterday. She went out to her car, started her car, pushed the button and started her car, took her keys back in the house. I think she just had her iPad and some stuff in the car. When she came out, her car was gone.
Dang, I thought the car would go so far without the key.
This police still have not found her car. This happened yesterday morning about 10:30 in the morning. She had the key. She got the key fob in the house, but the car is gone.
What kind of car she got? So I make sure I'm gonna get one of them.
It's a truck, a Mazda, one of those little Mazda trucks.
And
I think it's like a 2016.
Oh, so it's real new then.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's probably in. No shade to Harvey, but that's where the dump site is at, Harvey and Ford Heights for stolen cars. Everybody know that. Jesus. So it's probably in either it's either in Harvey or Ford Heights.
I can't imagine that car's still running without the key.
It can't possibly be because I thought that once you go like half a mile or a mile or
Yeah,
something,
it
it
cuts
automatically
off.
cuts
Yeah,
off because I
yeah,
know my car would.
yeah, mine too.
But she yeah, they haven't. Hey Darren, hey Ronnie. So no,
Jeez.
their car. So do not, I know it's winter months,
Ooh, yeah, you
but
want to
don't
warm
leave
the
your
car up.
car like
Yeah,
that. If you don't have a remote start, they're $99, man. Go
right,
get you a remote start instead
right.
of leaving your keys or starting your car. My thing is, if you're gonna start it, at least lock your door.
Man, that's it, man. I mean, lock your doors just to be on the safe side. Keep your key in your pocket,
Yeah.
or at least in your hand. That way you know where it is. And when you come back out, don't unlock your car, get in, and you can pull off. Truthfully speaking, on that note, I talked to one of my buddies who's a mechanic, and see a lot of times in the winter, people like to let their car run for 10, 20 minutes. And he told me, he's like, man, even in the dead of winter, your car only needs like 1 minute. He said 1 minute to let your car, get going. He's like, and then you good from there. But like I
I'm
said,
not
people
getting in no
want
cold car. My car come on for and I do the remote start. It comes on. I get in there, be nice and toasty. Then I put my seat warmers on. It doesn't take longer than 1 minute for
to.
your car to warm up.
All you
I'm
need
gonna
is a
tell you
TV
that
in your
now.
car. That's
I'm
what.
not getting in no cold car, Chris. And I'm a garage kept car. I'm just not doing it.
But I'm saying though, Chris. I'm saying.
It's still
I
cold
mean,
after 1 minute. It's been times where I
yeah.
done
What's up,
started my
bro?
car and then I just jumped in it and it was still cold. I'm super anemic. I can't ride in cold.
So is my wife, but I'm just saying, man. I mean, if the car gonna warm up as you driving anyway, why it's got to be 90 degrees as soon as
Because
you
I
get in
got to
there?
sit like this while I'm trying to drive and I can't drive in the cold. No,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
spoiled.
that's
I
fine.
need a
Hey,
warm car.
I ain't mad at you,
I
man.
need warmness in my life.
I ain't mad.
Yeah, I put my little seat on, my butt be all toasted warm. I'm like,
Do you need to know
yes,
that, y'all? Do you need
yes,
to know
yes,
that?
yes. That warmness, yes.
I can't stand the seat warmers, to be honest, man. I don't like, my behind getting all hot and all of that stuff, man. I don't.
That's
I'm
you.
not
I'll be
okay
like,
with
turn it
it.
up. Come on, baby, get
See,
hot.
yeah,
See,
see.
be hot. But and another thing, don't carry cash on you. Please don't.
Not especially through the holiday
It's
season, man.
easy to get.
Especially through
It's
the holiday
easier for
season.
you to get your credit card to get the credit back on your credit card and your debit
Right,
card
right,
versus you carrying a lot of cash on you and your money is gone. If
right.
you out Christmas shopping, trust me, it is people watching you at the
Every
register,
move.
pulling out money, paying for.
Yep.
If you got a whole 2 carts full of stuff or even a cart full of stuff, somebody is watching you pay that
Man,
cash.
man,
Use
man,
your
man.
credit card. Don't be a victim. This is a circumstance that you can control. Don't be a victim.
Right.
Use your credit or your debit card.
Absolutely.
And when you do use it, don't just put your card in there and use it like that. You do it for credit.
Right.
Pull out that ID.
Right.
Use it for credit. Don't use it as a debit card because guess
Punching
what?
in your number.
People
and all of
people
yeah.
that work at these stores and they got this little bitty thing that goes into the
Yep,
thing.
yep.
And when you come up, it'll capture your
information, your number,
information.
yeah.
And then sometimes the person that's on that register can hit something where it look like your card is declined and it'd be like, give me your card. And then you pissed because you know you got money and you
Right.
get on the phone, and all of a sudden you don't have your card back.
Right.
Guess what? They done already went and they done scanned your card and made a new card with your credit card number
Right.
already.
Yeah.
And then your money is gone.
Gone.
But that's why you make sure you sign for it
Right.
versus using it as a debit. Don't use
Exactly.
it as a debit card.
Exactly. I stopped
Hey,
using
Mel,
my
Mel.
debit card about 2-3 years ago, man. When
Yeah.
I found out that I could sign for it, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That way I ain't got to worry about somebody watching over my shoulder as I punch my number in or anything like that, man. And so,
But see, I don't even have my signature on my card
me either.
because on the back of my card it says CID.
Mm-hmm.
That means you got to ask me for my
Exactly.
ID. But do you know how many stores that I went into of late? Nobody's asked me for my ID. Oh, you good?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and I don't want to put the store
Hey,
out there, but
Marcy.
I frequent this store an awful lot, and I know they never asked me for my ID. You know what I'm saying?
What, Dollar General?
Nah, he's funny too. Y'all see that?
He'd be up at Dollar General. Don't give me no Christmas gift from Dollar General. I'm just letting you know
Man,
that
you getting
now.
all them mugs, all them, you know what I'm saying? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer mugs and paper plates. I ain't getting no glass plates, but it's gonna be the holiday season plate. So that's
They're
what
gonna
you
be red
get.
and green.
There you go. Like I said, with the snowman on them or the little kids throwing snowballs. That's what you get. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna save some for this year and next year. So I ain't gotta worry about running out the last minute next year. I just get you the other half of what I got you this year. So
But I just want everybody to be careful because people don't respect the quality of life. They don't respect life.
Oh no, yeah.
They will kill you over $5.
Anything.
And I'm gonna tell you, I was walking in Orland, and I kind of frequent there quite a bit. And, I go in there. it's bad when the security guards be like, "Hey, Chris,"
Yeah,
you know, and you
first
walk
name
in,
basis,
and
right?
you walk in the store and they be like, "Hey, Chris, what you
Right,
doing?"
right.
Like, dude, let me change my name, you know. But
no change going in there so often. That's what
change
you
my
need to
name.
do. So
And sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, that's my twin."
yeah, no,
Stop playing with me.
quit lying.
But no, I do that sometimes though,
That's
and they be like,
terrible.
"Oh my God,
Why
you
you-
guys are so identical."
The fact that you have to do that is the issue here,
No,
not that
but
you
you know
do
what?
it. But
I used to do it at Morgan Park.
did you really?
Yes, them security guards thought for the longest I had a twin.
I don't know how they thought that.
I had 4th period something, and then I think I had 7th period something, and I would always go to lunchroom.
Wow.
And so I got real good with it.
Right.
I would just change my top.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
I would just change my top.
Yeah. Shoes, pants, everything the same.
It's the
but
same,
yeah,
and
right.
I would just change the top.
Dig
And
that.
I'm telling you, they thought I had a twin up in Morgan. Security
That
thought I had a
is
twin for at least 3
insane.
years.
Insane.
For at least 3 years.
Wow.
They thought I had a twin up in Morgan Park.
Well, I'm just gonna say the security just got kind of used to us, you know what I'm saying? Because even though we all came and went in 4 years, it seemed like we were there much longer, and they got to know us. So once they knew us, they figured, okay, they ain't lying.
And I do not look like my brother. He said I look like Charles.
Well,
I don't look like my brother.
I mean, big heads maybe, but I mean,
Don't talk about my brother. He didn't have no big head. You can't talk about nobody head being big.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Your head don't fit through no buttonhole, do it?
Neither
exactly.
Your head don't fit through nothing. I'm
Yeah,
surprised you
whatever.
were even been able to be born. Your mama had a C-section, didn't she?
That's cute. No,
your mother
she
had
didn't.
a C-section.
Anyway,
I know your mama had a C-section.
but you know what?
Your head.
I ain't gonna take too many more of these head jokes, Shorty. I'm gonna tell you that now. All right, so keep it up if you want to. So. You know what though? Going back to what you were saying about people not respecting.
Hey, my brother-in-law Stanley
and all that. Remember the shooting over at Mercy Hospital a few weeks back?
Yeah.
My coworker was there. Walked by this guy and this girl right before the shooting started.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he said the funny thing about it was, he said he has a conceal and carry license. He had his gun on him. He said, and when he saw the sign, no guns in the hospital, he said, let me go ahead and follow the rules. Went back to put his gun away. Put it away. You know what I'm saying? He said, he walked by. He said, he saw them
why
talking.
you dead? Dion's head is big. Have you seen? Let me let y'all see his head. Look how big his head is.
My head is appropriate for my body size. Unlike Chris. Unlike Chris.
That's a big head.
Chris looked like a stick figure from the shoulders up. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's just mad because his mama had to have a C-section.
Anyway,
that's all.
my mother had no C-section. Thank you very much. So, anyway, like I was saying,
she was like, "Doctor, is that normal?"
He walked back in and he said he turned to go to the bathroom. He said that's when he heard the shooting.
Wow.
And he said another guy ran in like right behind him, like they shooting in the parking lot, and took off, and all the madness ensued.
That was just extremely sad.
It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we talked about it within a group of us and everything. I was like, it's sad that some people just can't accept the fact that a person no longer wants them, or doesn't look at them the same way. So instead of being man or woman enough to accept that, they have to go to these extreme measures in order to prove what? I mean, what is it you're proving? You know what I'm saying?
And that's true. I mean, I had a stalker.
Really?
Back, I want to say
Van Helsing. My fault. Did I say that out loud? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You say what now?
So I had a stalker when I first moved back here from California.
Really?
I had met this guy, he seemed like he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
And I'm just one of those women where you can't pick me up, at least for the first 5-6 dates.
Right.
I want you to pick me up. I'm going to meet you out somewhere.
Right.
So we went out to, I want to say we went to, remember the restaurant Houston's?
Yeah.
We went out to Houston's downtown.
Yeah.
And I drove, and it was like, okay, it was all right. I was like, yeah, I never will go out with him.
Right.
He was boring. He's
okay.
It's just not my cup of tea. And it was kind of a blind date, with friends trying to set me up because I had just moved back here or whatever have you. So as I'm driving now, I lived all the way south. And so I'm driving, and I'm oblivious. I'm just
minding your own business. Yeah.
Get to my house, and my phone ring, and it was him. And he's like, "Hey, what you doing?" I said, "I'm just walking in the door." Yeah, mind if I come up? I said, "Sorry."
Wow.
I said, "You mind if I come up?"
Right,
my sister
right.
turning around like,
Right,
oh,
right.
you know, like, yeah, mind if you come up where?
Right.
Oh, well, I followed you. I want to make sure you got home.
Creeper.
I'm like, yeah, dude, that is just not cool that
Yeah,
you followed me.
no.
Well, I just want to make sure you okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a definite red flag right there.
well, can I come in, use your bathroom? I got to head back because he lived in Hyde Park. Followed me all the way from downtown
From
to
downtown past Hyde
yes,
Park,
past
all the
Hyde
way
Park.
out south.
Yeah. And so this guy, I just like totally just like wouldn't take his calls no more. And he started literally showing up. And I would go outside and I'm like, dude, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. And he knew I was going outside. So it's like, you waited.
Yeah.
And so I called my friends that are the police detectives. And I told them, and I'm like, and that's that time because when I moved back here, I moved like off 120 something off of, I want to say Michigan. So it was like past the Roseland.
Yeah.
It was like closer to the Jackie Robinson field.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I moved there. And like I had to call my friends that are police detectives, like this dude is keeps showing up.
Right.
So my friends that came out and they were like, I came home and I'm like, his car is here. Because I got to the point of like was really scared to go out my door.
Yeah, I'm sure, man.
I'm like, this dude is, who is he? Why are you here?
Right.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested in you.
Right.
And he just kept on to the point where I'm like, they were like, Chris, get a restraining order.
Yeah.
And that was around the time when all those women were being killed over in Roseland.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like,
you know what? I mean, and again, guys get real attached. They think, you know what I'm saying? I get it from a psychological aspect. They think you real cool, so they feel more comfortable doing these kinds of things.
He told me he was surprised that most women would love to be with him.
Well,
I told him I'm not most women.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in you.
You know what, man? I had a friend like that. She lives in Indiana, and she just had this. This happened over the summer, but she had a similar incident. She said that she needed to jump, and so this guy that she wasn't romantically interested in or anything, but they would hang out from time to time. Hey, meet me here, meet me there. Let's go hang out. Blah blah blah. She called him. Now she lives in Valparaiso. He lives in Crown Point. Now I'm not real familiar with Indiana, but that's a little bit of a distance from each other. Yeah. She called him and was like, "Man, I need to jump. Can you come? Give me a jump?" He's like, "Yeah." Without realizing she had never given him her address, this cat pops up like 30 minutes later. She said it didn't hit him. She said it didn't hit her until later on. Like, how did you even? You know what I'm saying? And so she said, when it did hit her, she said her and her daughter's like 21. She said they had seen this guy's truck around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like, I wonder if I forgot the guy's name, and she like, and then he would follow her for a few miles and everything. And I told her, I say, man, look, your best bet is to lose that catch number and never say nothing to him again. I said, because if he feels that comfortable doing that, I said, you can't tell what he's going to feel comfortable doing with you if it is just you and him by yourself.
Well, I literally, my boys were little at the time.
Right.
So I literally changed my phone number. And then I ended up moving like 2 or 3 months later.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, first of all, my kids are first priority for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started going to the range shooting because my brothers all have guns and are shooters. So I started going to the range. Like, I'm gonna have to take you out if you want to come in. I don't know you. And then I like literally my 2 friends that introduced me. He's a creeper.
Right.
He's creepy. He's showing up at my house. And then he told them, well, she didn't even give me a chance. She didn't even give me a chance. I'm not interested. I was not interested in going on a date with you. Right. I only went, peer pressure or something. I only went because
my friends kept talking about it. Yeah.
So, but no, yeah. And like even at a funeral, one of my girlfriends passed away, and I went to a funeral, and I had met a couple of the guys that she had worked with. Mm-hmm. So, I how you meet you out or whatever. So after her funeral, this one guy kept calling me, because she had wanted me to go out with him.
Right.
And how you talk to people on the phone.
Mm-hmm,
phone call, I can do a phone call.
Yeah.
But on the phone call, I can tell if I want to go out with you.
Right.
And I did not want to go out with him.
Right.
The fact is that he was not my type. Second of all, he was way older than me. Then come to find out, he went onto my Facebook page and he knows my uncles from down in Mississippi.
Okay.
And he kept calling me and that, oh, wow, when's your family reunion? Can I come? And so I finally told my Uncle Lawrence, who he's closer in age to Uncle Lawrence, about him calling me. And my Uncle Lawrence was like, let him know, don't have me come up there.
Right.
You know,
Right.
And he just called me. I'm thinking about it because he just called me a couple of weeks ago and said, can I send him a picture? My friend has been passed. She passed away in 2009.
Wow.
And this guy, and I don't, it's very rare I change my number.
Yeah, yeah.
And this guy is still calling me, and he knows I've gotten married. He knows all these things
But that
about
don't mean
me.
nothing
And it
to him,
because he even
yeah.
texted me like, well, are you happy? Are you happy married? And dude, I said, you know what? Don't call my phone anymore. Don't text me.
Right.
You know, please don't. I said, my Uncle Lawrence said that he'll come up here if he has to.
Right.
You know, but
I mean,
just the fact that you grew up with my uncles and all
yeah.
my uncles, except with the exception, and he grew up with my other uncles that are like in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Uncle Lawrence is probably 60.
Mhm.
If he, I don't even know if he's even 60 yet. He might be 60.
Okay.
But just the fact that you would think, and if I say no means no, for Chris
Right.
it means Chris is not a
Right.
tease. No mean no.
Right.
Leave me
Right.
alone.
Period,
I don't want
point
you.
blank.
I don't want to be bothered with you.
Right.
You know, but it's like when you get married, then they say the same thing for men. You're for some reason you're more of an attraction
Yeah,
for people.
yeah, yeah. You're more of a challenge, and people
Yeah.
are looking for a challenge, whether it's a man or a woman. You look for that challenge, so you figure, okay, I'm gonna set my sights on him or on her, and I'm gonna try. You know, what I'm saying, if I can get them to, you know, what I'm saying, even go out on a date, then that's a victory for me. You know what I'm saying?
I literally had to block some guys off of my Facebook page because I got some of my. And I really don't put too much of me and my husband up there because it's personal. You know, I may put like happy anniversary or happy birthday or something like that, but for the most part, you never see anything about me and my husband on there.
Right.
And so I had this one guy tell me, "Oh, you must not be happy. You never post about you and your husband." Da, 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 da. It's none of your business.
Exactly.
Is why. And so then he looked at a picture of my husband. He was like, "Oh, you couldn't do better than that."
Wow.
I was like, "Where you at?" I called him like, "Where you at?" And he was like, "Well, Chris, you know what's up, man. You know I've been wanting to get with you. Like it's been like 10 years. Woo, 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 woo." I said, "First of all, you're low budget. I would never get with you.
Wow.
You know, you can't do anything for me."
Right.
I said, "You're living with your aunt. What can you do for me?"
Exactly.
You know, I said, then you got the nurse. I said, my husband looked 10 times better than you.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, and honestly, Chris is trying to refrain from the stress because I can go. I can go there.
Yeah.
And I like really like wanted to really curse him out, but I had to think of all the stuff that the doctor told me these last couple of weeks, like Chris, slow down, don't get upset, and I have to be mindful of these things because it's my health. But it's like if I saw him, I probably would jump him,
do something to him.
Yeah,
you don't need
that
that
was
in your life
disrespectful
right
and that
about
was
now.
rude.
Yeah,
and one thing it's three things I don't play with.
Food,
My husband,
money, and
what food? Come on, you gonna say food? Really, y'all see how you do me? It's three things I don't play with: my husband, my family, and my money.
Right.
I don't play these games.
Right.
If you come from my husband, Chris Wilson Pugh, do not discriminate. I don't care how old you are.
Right.
I do not care how young you are.
Right.
If you come from my husband or one of my children,
right.
Except be prepared for the worst.
Right.
When it comes to my family.
I mean, that's only natural, man. That's what you're supposed to do. So I mean,
I don't play with my family.
Right.
If you come from, I can mess with my sister.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Chris can mess with her sisters.
Right.
But if the outside person think they finna come in and mess with my sister,
right,
you got a problem.
Oh yeah.
And you want to know the worst thing about it? My older sister 10 times worse as me.
Dig that. Yeah, well, that's how my sister is.
Get.
Yeah, that's how my sister is too. I mean, she don't play about her brothers and about her family, and I mean, that's understandable though. That's understandable. I mean, and that's the way it's supposed to be, man. I like I said, I think it's sad that guys and or girls get so comfortable that they feel like they can disrespect you, disrespect your family, disrespect your husband or your wife.
I was disrespected last Saturday.
Wow, what happened?
That I wasn't in jail. I wasn't on it. Normally I tell people in the heartbeat, you do something to me, I'm coming for you.
Right.
But I always, my favorite line is, I will be on CNN, Telemundo, 579 Fox.
Right.
And whatever other international stations, because they're gonna be like, this chick is crazy.
Right.
But Chris maintained her cool because doctor said so.
Yeah.
Chris maintained her cool. And the person, as of right now, think they got away with it. But it's not the case. They're not going to get away with it because Chris don't bother nobody. I'm fun loving. I love people. I like my friends. I mean, come on, we've been friends forever.
Right.
All of my friends that I'm friends with, we've been friends forever.
Right.
I don't have to see you every day, but you know I'm your friend.
Exactly.
You know you can call me Chris, and I know I can call you Hey Dion.
Right.
The biggest mistake people make is looking at me because they think I'm very docile, and I'm not gonna come for you.
Yeah.
I will come for you, your grandmama, your granddaddy, your aunt, your uncles, your kids that are not been born yet. you don't know.
Right.
The raft of Chris is not a nice thing.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of myself that I did not go to the other level that I could go to.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich House on the line. I was like, oh my God.
Class of 86. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? Homecoming King.
Right. And he is just still as gorgeous as ever.
Dig that. Well, I mean,
you know, all the girls had
it.
No, he wasn't all right. He was fine. Rich,
hey, I'm a guy, so I ain't
Rich, you fine. Rich was fine in high school.
Rich, he was my guy, man, but I ain't look at you like that, bro. I'm gonna let you know that now.
Crown on. I'm like, look at our little sexy king. Look at our little sexy king. Class of 86.
Him and Angie White.
And they made an awesome couple for homecoming that year. It's like you could just go back and see that.
Yeah, I was there, so I mean, I couldn't help but see it.
And Rich was so much fun. Rich, are you still that fun-loving guy? He said, hey, y'all.
All right.
Rich, you still that fun-loving guy? I looked at his picture. I'm like, oh, Rich is still fine.
Okay. I get it. Thank you very much. I ain't hating on you, Rich. I'm not. I
Rich,
promise
he
you
jealous,
I'm not.
Rich, he jealous.
Yeah, no, not at all. She married too, man. I don't know if she mentioned that once or twice before.
I can still say that Rich is fine because Rich is fine.
Okay,
sure, I'm not finna my husband know.
That's fine. That's fine.
He think Halle Berry fine.
She is.
I think she fine. Look, hey, I'm not gonna even knock that from her.
That's
but Rich House is fine. No, I'm sorry. Rich House is fine.
And the weather outside is 33 degrees. It's Thursday evening, about 7:30.
Rich was my friend. He was so cool.
Yeah,
remember Rich? Everybody loved Rich.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm glad you got in touch, man. I mean, Rich, are you still here? You out in California or something?
I don't think he lived here though.
I knew we just became friends maybe a year ago, but I forgot where he lived. So
it looked like somewhere warm.
Yeah, because he's on the beach. Yeah, exactly.
Like so warm. So
whatever, man. Glad to have you aboard, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And good to say hi to you.
Hey, man, you got to come out, man. Just so you know, Rich, if you're still listening, man, Class 86, we are doing a trip to New Orleans next June, the end of June, man. The Class 86, and then 2021 for our 35th anniversary, our 35th high school reunion. We're going to Hawaii, 5-day cruise. To Hawaii. We're going to hit 5 different islands, blah, 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 man. You need to get on the page so you can get all the information, man, because we love to see
still
it.
Here.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Good.
Well,
good.
Rich, definitely get on Dion Washington page because he's on the committee for Class of 86, and they do a lot. They did a cruise.
Yeah, we did a cruise to
awesome.
To the Bahamas for our 30th 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And again, just because we're going to New Orleans next year, and like I said, 2021, we're going to Hawaii, you know.
I'm crashing a Hawaii one.
Man, come on through,
y'all,
man.
Y'all invite everybody on y'all trip.
All are welcome, man. Most definitely. You know, I mean,
I wish Class of 87 could do that.
Well, hey, look, man. To each his own. I ain't gonna get involved in nobody else's politics.
We tried. You know, we really tried. Class of 87, we bougie.
Well, you know, we just like hanging around each other. I think we really do love hanging around each other.
But we all hang around each other.
We all do. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, as far as classes are concerned, you know, and don't get it twisted. I know, like Class 88, y'all do a lot of stuff with each other.
Yeah,
you
Class
know
of 88 is very, very good.
You know, so y'all real active and everything.
And Class of 89 does a lot of things
too. Yeah, definitely.
Too.
Y'all real tight as well. You know, but like I said, for us, man, it's just something about the Class 86, man. We just, you know, we get down with each other on every level.
Basketball champs.
And we're going to retire the basketball champs because now that everybody is 50, I don't know if anybody even really want to get out there anymore.
Okay, I'll tell Dion to send it to you. He said send him a link page.
Okay.
You guys got 86 page, right?
Yeah. We surely do.
Yeah. I'll add you to our 87 so you can see what we got going on too, because we do a lot of things too. So,
but yeah, hey, Rich, man, it'll be good to have you out, man, and
And then the
like
all alumni picnic, Rich.
yeah,
Huge.
definitely,
You definitely got to come to that.
Did you see the new information about that?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay. So with the new committee, Keon and all of them, man, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Y'all doing your thing, and you know what
Big
I'm
ups
saying?
to Morgan
Most
Park. Yeah, we
definitely,
got a
most
lot. But
definitely.
the alumni connection is so
Yeah,
strong. We got
yeah,
other schools copycatting off of us.
absolutely.
I mean,
Everything,
yeah,
everything.
our alumni connection is so
Yeah,
strong.
yeah,
Yeah,
and far-reaching, man. I mean, we
yeah.
get people from everywhere. It was funny to see Tion Turner come out from California a couple of years back. Tion
Yeah.
came out, and like I said, we reach everybody, as many people as we can. Even
Richard
if it's
Austin coming in for
yeah,
California.
yep,
Stacey
Rick,
Gillette
yep,
from Arizona.
exactly,
Yeah, we get them to
exactly.
come in.
So
Yeah.
as many people we can have out, man. We most definitely love to have you. So again, and we got some months, what I'm saying, before the picnic, but we want you all the Mustangs to
Come on out.
pay attention and
Pay
stay,
attention.
what I'm saying, stay alert, because the alerts will start coming probably in the next month or two, and they're gonna be, from now on all the way up to the picnic. So,
Yeah.
we got a lot going on, man. So y'all come on, come all, you know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
come on.
So
Oh, a happy birthday to Worshipful Master Cooper. Everybody say happy birthday to Brother DC Cooper.
woohoo.
Happy birthday.
That's
One of
what's
our
up.
worshipful masters down at the most worshipful St. John Grand Lodge.
Speaking of y'all lodge, actually Saturday,
Mhm.
my wife is supposed to be over there. One of her high school friends passed away, and I think he's a member of your lodge.
Okay, Rich. Talk to you soon.
Take care, bro. And she I think he wants to come over there Saturday, to pay her respects. And I'm not sure if the services are going to be at the lodge or not, but I know that
Repass?
maybe the repass is.
What's
yeah.
the person's name that passed? I don't think we had a death in our line.
I forgot. I
You're
forgot.
talking about Mike's nephew. I can't think of his name. It's in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my phone. But yeah, I think his stuff is there Saturday, I believe.
She was asking me about it last night. She's like, she's like, you ever heard of? She called the name, and at first I was like, no. When she said 75th and Ingleside, I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly where that is. So I told her, I said, it's a bunch of Mustangs over there. She's like, well, she's like, because this guy went to Taft, because that's where my wife went to high school at. So he's from
I believe
Taft
that's
High
who that
School,
is. I can't think of his
yeah.
name, but I think it's actually my husband's best friend and nephew.
Okay,
that's who it is. Yeah.
Well, I think she'll be over there. I think she'll be over
I don't
there
know what
Saturday.
because I'm trying to think what for, because I know we have the kids' Christmas party.
Okay.
That day from 10 to 2.
I think it is about 5 in the evening, somewhere around. I think it's somewhere around.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Like I said, we talked about it for a minute or two last night, and
did they do the wall over and we just not where I've been?
It's been a month, honey.
Wow, that's a nice wall.
It's been a month, so
Coolest.
they probably painted a brick at a time. You know what I'm saying? A brick a day.
I haven't been gone that long.
We all have. I haven't been here since you haven't been here. So
you were here last week, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't come with Chris?
Last week, remember I told you, I texted you when you asked if we could do the show without you. I said me and my wife were going out of town.
Oh, that's right. You went out of town for your anniversary. I can't believe she stayed married to you this long, but I mean, I guess everybody needs somebody.
Well, the same thing for your husband. I mean,
everybody needs somebody.
Them eyes, man, are hypnotizing, and not just because they pretty, you know what I'm saying? Because that vampire thing, you know what I'm saying, is real.
Which one am I? Am I a vampire or am I a werewolf? Which one?
You both, man. You like underworld, man. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
You got that missing link, you know what I'm saying? You join both worlds together. So, you know what I'm saying? You can bite yourself and rejuvenate and all that kind of stuff, man. It don't matter. So that's what you do.
when I was a little younger and I had my sons, they were convinced I was a vampire. I used to pour cranberry juice, and I would have some coming down the side of my mouth. They were like,
her kids still sleep with crosses and garlic necklaces on. Yeah. Right now, every time they come to the house, they be like, yeah, mom, we gonna sleep with the door open. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead and go to bed first. And every time she go out 9, 10 o'clock at night, no, I just woke up. You know what I'm saying? I've been asleep all day. So I'm gonna go out and hang out for a while. They be like, oh Lord Jesus, it's for real. It's for real, y'all.
And they told my mom, they were like, how do you have a vampire for a daughter? I mean, they were little. I believe my sons thought I was a vampire all the way up until they were
last year.
And let me tell you, one day I was cooking some meat, and I think I was cooking a steak or something, and the blood came down my hand. I was like, oh yeah, that's some good. And they were like,
took off running. We don't right?
Like, we don't want dinner.
right. I want to go to church and pray, Mama. That's what I want to do.
I
want the pastor to come over here. You know what I'm saying? Help save our souls.
They now that they're older, they're 28 and 26. They they tell me all the stuff.
Yeah. That creeped them out. Yeah.
It's like. you really had us scared there for a while.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just different little
I'm
things
sure.
that I would do. Like one of my sons, he's terrified of spiders, and I'm a bad mother. I'm gonna admit it. So Halloween, I used to go put spiders in his bed.
That is terrible.
Yeah, it was so much fun though, because me and my oldest son, this is the son that acts like me.
Mm-hmm.
So always so serious about everything.
Yeah.
And so we would go to the mall, or like my oldest son, he would go like Baker Square. Your birthday, you get a free piece.
Right,
so every time we
right.
went to Baker Square, he would be like, "It's my birthday." And
This is your fourth time this week, man.
My
Goodness.
youngest son used to be like, "What is wrong with you?
Right.
What's wrong with you two?" We would go to the mall and we would just be acting silly.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are such an embarrassment.
Yeah.
And you know what? He is still like this to this day.
Wow.
And when he see me and my son, my older son together, he just instantly look at us like, now what are they going to do to
discuss,
me?
how are they going to embarrass me this
now?
time?
Yeah, how will they embarrass me?
Sometimes it's like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like to have fun with my kids, and I think they get it. We laugh and we joke and we do things all the time. And a lot of times you can see them looking like, okay, what is he going to say or do this time? So I try not to disappoint them, but
right. And that's just it. I try not to disappoint them.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. That's part of being a parent. You got to have fun with the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about, life lessons and sit and stand up straight and all of that stuff, man. You got to get back sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta have fun with your kids. And my sons always tell me that they had a really fun childhood, because I was one of those moms that would get down and wrestle with them,
definitely,
and play with them.
Definitely.
And, I was always wrestling because, of course, after a certain age, they are like, "Oh, we're bigger than you, Mom," and Mom will still take you out.
Yeah. She won the championship in her weight class 7 years in a row. Just so y'all know.
So yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. Kids are amazing. But Christmas holidays, again, I just need everybody to be safe out there.
Definitely,
don't carry no cash. Again, don't carry no cash. Carry your credit card. It's easier to get your money back than your cash.
Definitely. And go out during the day, man.
Make sure the day.
You know what I'm saying? You out doing, when it's light out. If you can't, wait till the weekend, wait till you off work, to get your stuff done. And I get it now that it's December, we swing closer, people are starting to panic. And that, again, I guarantee you the stores are going to be jam-packed up until December 24th, you know what I'm saying? So just don't make yourself a target, man. I don't wear my
wedding ring out or anything.
Right. I get it.
I don't, because it's just, people are watching you.
It's too risky, yeah.
And security don't come outside. You don't see security. They inside the mall, but they're not coming and watching people going outside the mall to their cars. So no.
Exactly.
And then you go, the cameras weren't working that day. No.
And that's all you need to be a victim. And you know what? Speaking of that, going back to the mercy thing, my coworker said, after the shots rang out, and he said he started to back up, especially when the guy came in. He said security was standing there, like they didn't know what to do. And so it was just like when the guy came in the hospital and then he turned around and went back out. So when he came in the first time, he said that's when they all went to this room. He said everybody was within the area, went to this room. He came back in. That's when he shot the two young ladies on the elevator. Yeah. And he said they closed themselves in the room. And the nurses were yelling at the security, lock the door. And they were standing there like, I'm not going over there. And I get it. Y'all ain't got a pen to stick nobody with. I understand it. But I'm just saying, y'all still
when they heard the first shot, when that first shot rang out, 911 should have been called.
And not only that, but if nothing else for me, you can call me whatever you want to. I'm going to run and show y'all the way to run. You follow me. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Up these stairs, out this other door, away from the gunshots. You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, but these guys, they panic. And that's I get it.
They don't have guns, right?
No, you can't have a gun in the hospital. And like I said, I understand
security,
that.
You can't have one?
No, because it's too much. I mean,
ain't
because
no way in the world I'd do that job.
If I overpower you and take your gun, then what? Now everybody at risk.
Hey,
you know what I mean? So
hey,
I mean, again, it's a terrible situation to be in, but you know your survival instincts, and I get it. We from Chicago, and maybe we're from an area where those kind of things didn't happen. But in this day and age, you have to at least keep in the back of your mind that if something jumps off, then I need to know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he said, he's standing, everybody standing looking at the security like y'all go lock the door, and they was standing there scared like, I don't even want to go near the door. And it was just like, for me, it would have been okay. I'm not gonna have section myself off in the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it moving. He's gonna have to hunt me down. I'm not gonna be a sitting target. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, like I said, even out in the streets now with all of this stuff going on, up until Christmas Day, and I'm pretty sure a week or so after when everybody
because
returning their stuff.
because
so
all of the sales are going to
yeah,
happen after Christmas,
so
and people are
yeah,
going to be
we
watching.
just got to be careful, man, because anybody can be a victim at any time. It don't matter how big you are, how tough you are, what your record is. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be caught up, and you don't want to do that to yourself. So just be careful out there, everybody. Stay alert. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in all the bags and look at what I got and this, that, and the third, because as easy as you went and bought it, it can be taken away.
Don't put stuff in your car and go back in the store and go shopping. Exactly. No, I was at the movies and I parked. It was me and one of my friends, and we parked next to the car. Gifts piled up in the back of the car. I'm like, come on now. Why would
set
you?
Up. Don't set up, man.
But you going into the show for 2 hours. You're gonna be in the show at least 2 hours.
At least 2 hours.
You go into the show for 2 hours. I'm like, why would you? That's just.
It's all daring somebody to do something. Yeah, and you just got to be more alert and be more mindful of the day and age we're living in and where we are. So.
Corey is on this line. Let me tell you about Corey. Hey, little brother.
My man Corey, what's up, bro?
Let me tell you about Corey. I woke up this morning and he had the elf on the shelf. Every year he comes and do something very creative with the elf.
Okay.
This morning the elf had bags of weed around. Is
that what you giving everybody, Corey?
Yesterday the elf had something. I don't remember what the date rape drug. It was date raping a Barbie.
Wow.
Date rape drug. I'm like, only Corey can come up with this stuff. Last year it was so ridiculous. Wow. I'm like, you know what? I need to take a picture of this every year.
Right.
Corey comes up with something creative. And the thing about it, my daughter has the elf on the shelf. So it's like when I look at her little elf, I'm like,
if you only knew what this thing was capable
only
of.
Knew what Corey was doing with the other elf on the shelf.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like Corey. All right. That sounds like Corey.
No, this is a different Corey.
Oh, wow.
This is a different Corey.
No way.
It's got to be something with the name Corey.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
It's no time. That, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow to see what he's going to do with the elf. I just can't. I think one year he had the elf. I think one year he had the elf smoking weed with the Barbie doll laying next to the elf, and he said he got too much time on his hands. And guess what? Congratulations. He's about to become a dad.
Hey, that's what's up. Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
welcome to the club, man. Yeah. Definitely.
I just hate for the kid to see the elf. You can't do that when the baby born.
Yeah. You only got about another year or two, bro. And then you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let it go.
You're talking about more to come tomorrow. I'm going to send you a picture.
Like I said, send me a picture, please do. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be looking around, waiting around for something to do, something to laugh at anyway.
I think he puts it up all the way up until Christmas. I think he puts a different thing up with the elf until Christmas.
Works for me.
I tell you, he need his butt whooped.
Well, hey, sometimes you gotta have fun, man.
You gotta have fun. You have to have fun. There's nothing wrong with it.
But yeah, man, I just like I said, turning 50, man. I was saying that right as you walked in. I believe it's just.
I got 2 more years, and I'll be there with you.
She got 2 more years till she turns 700, y'all. She is not 48. I'm not trying to hear that, man. But
that's what my license and my birth certificate say.
Vampires run everything. Y'all think it's Jewish people? It's vampires. They run everything in the world, man. Ask who own all the blood banks in the world. I bet you know.
I don't know.
Anyway, man, like I said, man, turning 50, man, it was something that I never imagined.
On the blood banks. Red Cross.
How do you know that?
Because they do.
She's lying.
Red Cross knows.
See, this is the kind of stuff to keep America going. Lies like that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So she on that, y'all. Just believe that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let her leave first because I'm not walking out in the dark with her behind me or in front of me. Because
you walking me to my car, Negro. Stop playing with me.
Where's my wood steak? I had it in here earlier. I'll find it in just a minute, man.
I'm a vampire for real.
She gonna fly home. I guarantee her car gonna be here in the morning when she get back.
Tasha on here.
Hey, Tosh.
Which one?
Bledsoe.
There you go.
How come you couldn't get on my page, Tasha? I only had Nicole and
you.
Darren. Not to say that I'm upset at that, but ain't nobody been on my page.
Is that a compliment? He said I look amazing you look amazing at your age, Chris. Is that way, Corey? Now, is that a compliment?
Wow.
I'm a little scared to ask.
I don't know what that means, man. I don't know what that means.
Look, take off the glasses. What do you really mean with that?
Right. Speak your mind, Corey. Speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to beat around the bush, man. Tell her what you really feel, bro.
I miss you, Tasha. You and me must never part.
Wow. Tasha, she just sent me a message this morning. I hadn't talked to her in a while. She sent me a text this morning.
She said no fighting, love. She loves us both. She came up behind me in Walmart a couple of weeks ago.
Scared you to death?
No,
Oh.
I have to take somebody out in Walmart.
Right.
But the thing was, is I looked at her husband like, I know dude.
Right.
I know. You know how it's in your head, like I know dude. You know, and it was her husband.
Tasha, all you gotta do is kick that ankle. She'll crumble like a leaf, man. That's all you gotta do. Kick that
go
ankle.
Down so fast.
Yeah, she will give you whatever you ask for, and whatever you stick your hand out, you're gonna get from her.
Yeah,
tap that ankle.
That ain't gonna happen. But
tap that ankle.
I might go down, but I'm gonna go down with a fight.
Fighting the ground.
Even if I got to bite your ankle.
Yeah, well,
it's gonna be on.
Don't let her bite you, Tasha. You know why. You know why.
A vampire.
Anyway.
Tasha said she had me. Yeah, you did have me. You really had me.
I believe it. I believe it. Well, man, it's been good hanging out. It's 8:00 on the dot. Earl ain't in here, so you know what I'm saying. I guess we keep it going.
I'm ready to roll. I got things to do.
You always got stuff to do.
I know. I gotta get up early. I got stuff. Hey, big sis Lisa, all the way from the Big D, Detroit in the house.
Well, I got stuff to do too. I gotta go to the hospital.
I gotta get prepared. My bear's getting ready to come on. I gotta get prepared.
Sunday night,
it's like I gotta go home and lay out all my bears gear tonight.
You know what?
Sunday.
Well, after this Sunday, I have the rest of the Sundays off because
cool.
Again, I'll be off for 6 months from work. So
yeah.
Once I'm able to get up and move around, probably right around playoff time, I'll probably be coming to hang out, with different groups. I know they have different groups.
You driving and watching. You be careful driving and watching.
Who?
Lisa.
Oh, okay.
You just getting off work? She's probably just getting off work.
Yeah, well, yeah, be careful, most definitely, man. You don't want to be caught out there, trying to watch this, what I'm saying, and driving, man. So I will try and come back next week. That's the day before my surgery. I'm not going to make any promises because
I was driving with my shoulder. Well, you ain't gonna be able to drive right after. You're gonna take that next week or two.
Yeah.
Once you get off the painkillers, then you'll be good.
And that I've heard that several times. Yeah. So like I said, I'm talking about the night before my surgery, like next week. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that was us,
we would get I would get the text.
Yeah,
I would get the text and be quiet.
Yeah. So maybe we should flip a table over or something, break a window or something. You know what I'm saying? See what he's saying?
Just jail.
Right. Right. So.
Yeah.
He said, "Are we good?" Yeah. He said, "We good." Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And they've been going for. They were going. Man, they were good.
When I first came in.
Before I got here, as soon as I walked through the door, I could hear them. I was like, "They having a good time out there, man." So,
Well, it's been real. It's been good. Hopefully we'll be back next week.
I will try and make it, y'all.
It'll be his last. Next week should be his last show before he goes into his
surgery next Friday. Yeah. So, like I said, our prayers are much appreciated.
To become a woman, he's going to get his transformation to become a woman next week. So, I wish you all the best with that. And so we'll. We're going to see him next week.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Because this will go against everything this show is about. I promise you, I would. But so I'm just gonna let it go.
He's gonna have his transformation surgery. He's gonna become a woman next week. So everybody keep Dion in your prayer. Now look at him real good because it's the last time you will see him as a man.
And I'm going to the same surgeon.
It's the last time you'll see him as a man. He'll be getting his
wings,
transformation surgery.
Wings. You know what I'm saying? If you looked at her back and she opened her shirt now, you wouldn't even be able to tell where the wings sprouted from. So this surgeon is actually pretty good, y'all. So just know that now. So
hey Kendra, hey Wendy.
And the fangs too, filed them down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what her dentist name is, but you know what I'm saying? Whoever did that dental work, boy, y'all are amazing. I know y'all got to be billionaires. So
we want to keep you in your prayers for a successful surgery. Again, I know you'll be back next week before. What is it called? Transgender surgery?
It's called the Chris Pugh surgery. That's what it's called. You know what I'm saying?
So we
y'all don't know Chris used to be running back on the football team in high school. You know what I'm saying?
He's trying to turn it. Now he's trying to turn it around, but we all know that we know the deal. So we want to wish you. We'll see you next week, and you knew I was gonna get you. I don't even know why you acting like that.
Boy, because I thought we just gonna be able to slide right out of here.
I could not get out of here without doing it. You've been calling me a vampire and Wolverine all night.
Yeah.
So I had to get you back. I had to get him back.
See, I only speak the truth. See, that's the difference. I'm going to have shoulder surgery. My torn labrum, torn rotator cuff. That's what I'm going to have repaired. What she talking about, I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? So Like I said,
That's what RuPaul said, and then y'all know what happened. He came all changed with the makeup and the long hair. When he walk up in here with his weave on in about 6 months, y'all. Is it gonna be blonde? Just tell me it's gonna be blonde. You
Chris, how those hormone pills working for
just
you?
Tell me if it's gonna be blonde. Just tell me. Let me know. This is Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
I see that vitamin E is working for that
and we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, y'all have a good one. Take care. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.
Have yourself.